Action 1. Enlarge your vision. I dare you to unpack your dreams and desires of the future. To begin with, if you want to move forward, you need to know where you want to go. I meet so many people that have no idea of where they're going. So it should be no surprise that they're not getting out of life what they want or what they could. Now, that's the bad news. The really bad news is that most people have very meager expectations of what they think they're capable of and where they think they can go in life. The first step towards achievement in anything begins with hope and a vision of your future. So again, I dare you to unpack your dreams and your desires for the future. And to be able to do that, I want you to consider the following. Number one, the great Walt Disney said once that if you can dream it, you can do it. And I think we all realize what Walt Disney was able to create and the great legacy that he's left. And Walt very many times would tell people that he wasn't such a great man, he just had great dreams. Consider that you have the same potential as Walt Disney. Number two, Donald Trump is very, very well known for saying, "Why think small when thinking big is just as easy?" Look, the Donald is challenging you to get out of your box and dream bigger than where you are and where you've been. And number three, ask yourself this question. What's holding you back from greater success and achievement? Now, I know you can probably come up with a lot of reasons why you haven't achieved certain things, but I want you to think about something. The only thing that's really holding you back is you. Now, I know that's not easy to get a hold of, but if you can accept that, here's the good news. You can change that. Not long ago, I read an article about what people that were close to death and quite old had regretted about their lives and wished they had done. Here's a couple of items from that list. Dare to make more mistakes. Dare to be sillier and more relaxed. Take fewer things seriously. Take more trips. Take more chances. And have more moments. One of my favorite quotes is from Helen Keller. And she said this, "What's worse than having no sight is being able to see but have no vision." I want to challenge you, if you want to go forward and achieve more and succeed more, you need to get a bigger vision of the future. Action number two, decide what you want. Without goals, you can't move forward. Being unclear about what you want is one of the major reasons why so many people achieve so little. Without having clear and specific goals, it's impossible to focus on what's most important to you, and it leaves you with a constant feeling of uncertainty, and no practical way to keep yourself motivated about the future. Moreover, without goals, you spend time second-guessing yourself, feeling unable to make commitments, and end up in a state of confusion where you waste precious time and precious energy that could be used to achieve what you really want. Highly successful people always know what they want. And if you want to be able to move forward, you need to be clear about what you really want to. I want to encourage you here to set aside some time as soon as possible in an environment where you can think and be alone with yourself and come up with an answer to this singular question. What specifically do you really want to achieve, realize, and experience most in your life? I've found that when you ask yourself this question and really commit the time to think it through, two big things happen. First, you may find out that much of what you're doing right now has nothing to do with what you really want and not really supporting what you really want. So there's little chance you're going to get what you want unless you change your focus. And second, when you take the time to think through what you really want, you're going to find that the creative center of your mind is going to explode into action, figuring out ways to make what you really want become a reality. You're going to find that you're going to begin to see previously overlooked opportunities and even think about how you can develop the attitudes and the abilities and the skills and the resources necessary to get what you want. Please don't neglect taking the time to decide what you want. This is not something you can afford putting off any longer. Do this now.